So what happens when you take an aromatic substrate? So as you can see, we take a diazonium salt, and once the thermal decomposition takes place, the aryl radical is generated. So we're talking about the free radical substitution reaction using an aromatic substrate. So this can react with a benzene to form the arylated products. A very simple reaction, but this reaction has many problems and many flaws. You could also generate a radical, a phenyl radical, using benzoyl peroxide as an initiator. We have seen this, but in this case, that phenyl radical will react with an aromatic substrate to form the phenylated products. So you can see that this reaction seems to be simple and radical driven, but there are many flaws to this reaction. So let us see what are the various flaws. I hope the board is clear and visible. So what are the various flaws to the reaction? Normally, the above displacement kind of a reaction was not at all possible and was discarded at the very first instant when it was proposed. Why it was discarded at the very first instant? Because it involves the formation of a CC bond at the expense of a relatively stronger CH bond. That is, the abstraction of an entire aryl group requires a very high activation energy. So the first thing is the reaction was ruled out because you're breaking a bond and forming a bond at not the equal expense of energy, but you're actually losing out that process and require a very high activation energy. And there are many instances where the formation of the products was not well explained. So then an actual mechanism which is actually very similar to electrophilic and nucleophilic substitution was proposed. Not the same, because this is a displacement kind of a reaction. So then a mechanism was proposed that if I have the aryl radical that can be easily generated, you can generate that aryl radical using benzoyl peroxide or using diazonium salts as the initiator. Diazonium salt will generate the aryl radical in the same way. Benzoyl peroxide is going to generate the phenyl radical. Now this radical generated in these steps react with my aromatic substrate to form these intermediates. You can see that they are radical driven intermediates where the radical is well stabilized. You have seen such similar kinds of resonating, contributing structures when we did or when we studied electrophilic and nucleophilic substitution reactions. In the same way, the radical driven reaction is also being carried out in a similar way where you form the resulting resonating structure and they are quite stabilized because that is equally distributed. So that radical is being equally distributed through the entire aromatic ring. That is why the mechanism proposed is absolutely correct. So there is no doubt about the fact that the mechanism proposed is absolutely correct, which is similar to the first time I'm not using any charge. Radicals, species, they do not carry a charge, but that radical is being stabilized in such a way that it is making the overall structure or the resonating structure more stabilized, and that is why you can say that the substitution takes place or the arylated products can be formed with the ease, unlike the previous mechanism where a direct displacement reaction was proposed. So this was a very simple example, but using products, but using substrates, either benzoyl peroxide or the diazonium salts as their initiator. You have to start with some initiator to generate the aryl radical or the phenyl radical. Even the substituted benzene rings can also carry out such kinds of reactions, and we have seen those reactions as well. So the next part is the neighboring group participation. So I think this is very simple. The next part is the neighboring group participation. So let us understand what you mean by neighboring group participation. Okay. Now, what is the role of a neighbor in free radical reactions? So what is the role of the neighbor in free radical reactions we'll be talking about. And so as the topic suggests, it is neighboring group participation or neighboring group assistance in free radical reactions. So as the name suggests, if you have a good neighbor, the reaction gets accelerated. Maybe in some cases, 90%. The acceleration rate is very high when I have a good neighbor, but is slowed down when I do not have a good neighbor. So just to give an example, so if you have a person who's going to motivate you, you'll be motivated, a good friend who's a motivation, or who motivates you, you'll be motivated to a great extent. The same is true for the substrates which have good neighbors, that is the intermediate or the reactant converting to the product is favorable via an intermediate, and that intermediate is stabilized by a neighbor. That is why we say that the neighbor is accelerating the process of a free radical driven reaction. So let us see how a neighbor assists of the reaction and how it can accelerate the reaction.